Hi Saggies, it's a beautiful sunny morning here in London. This little period of the summer solstice is so important. There's a portal, there's a few days here that really will bring us so many blessings, and we've been waiting for these blessings. It's a time for connecting to the light. I actually did a all signs video last night on Midsummer's Night, but I wanted to do yours this morning, your Saggy video, while I was connected to the light. It's really this kind of cosmic plateau over the next few days where we are sort of, this higher light is entering the Earth's plane, and we as Saggies are releasing and absorbing the energy. And we got the temple card here, which I got last night, funnily enough, in that reading, and I was really astounded. I got it twice, but it is so important for this time because it shows all the rest and rejuvenation that has gone on for us, even through the hard times. We've tried to battle it out and think it through. And I'll read more of the other cards in a minute, but what's very, very important is this is a time for us to be really connected to our spirit ancestors. But look at this beautiful card. We're walking up those temple steps now. How long it takes us is another matter, but you know, they're not big steps, they're not high up to the sky, but they're high up in elevation to where we need to be with our energy. It's like we're leaving the old world and going into the new world when we go through that temple door. But I'm going to pop this here now because Daughter Spirit has been guiding us through all these 10 years. You know, we've been opening the Daughter Spirit and we're connecting with our spirit ancestors much, much more. And whilst we were having the most awful situation going on, which was deceitful, we were all tied up in it and not able to get out of it, not able to get out of that feeling of gloom and doom. Our spirit ancestors were lifting us out of it, physically holding our hand, and also all the negative vibes that were coming to us. Here, this is my return to sender plaque, which is on the back of my footprints prayer, which is all about the divine and the divine holding our hands and holding us up so that our footprints aren't there. It's only the divine's footprints that are there. And that's what's been happening to us. We have been carried, but it's not been an easy journey because spirit or the divine didn't want us to have it so easy. And maybe out of all the signs, Aquarius excluded, we've had it harder than most. And this resting and rejuvenation is very important over this summer solstice. I've spent some of my summer solstices in Paris, dancing in Saint-Germain with loads of music going on. That was not for this one. This particular one is a time for slowing down. I've talked to you about this over the last few weeks, getting in touch with nature, planting, feeding the birds. It's where we're going to get our blessings, and the angels are all out there for us, like our spirit ancestors. I can't believe how many angel cards you've got. You've got the 6th chakra being open, 3rd, 1st, 5th, and 4th. I mean, it's incredible the amount of angel cards you got out of this selection. So the resting and rejuvenation will take us up that temple path. That walk is going to occur as this summer solstice is over. We've got a few days of this. Today is very prominent for the summer solstice. Tomorrow the energy is still there. We've got about 3 days, started yesterday. And this journey is going to be a very enlightening one. So we have the new moon energy from the 17th of June, that was the Gemini moon, and some people felt very stuck in their old unhealthy habits in that moon. So what the message of the summer solstice for you, and if you listen to the one for all signs that I did last night, the message there is to let go of the old. That doesn't mean you have to let go of an old love. I know some of you have an old love very close to your heart, and you would love that reconnection to occur. And there's something that's come through to me in these two readings, is that another person from your past is thinking about you in exactly the same way as you are thinking about them. And it goes round and round. But until you can break those circles of the oldness, the deceit, the being all tied up, the not having the perfection that they should have been there, and you becoming much more of a thinking person now, you're very, very different to how you were before this year set in, before the changes that occurred when Jupiter moved into Taurus, when Pluto moved into Aquarius, now it's moved into Capricorn, and Saturn has moved into Capricorn, and it is in is dormant and retrograde, and that's going to cause complete havoc, but to your advantage. So I'll be doing a Saturn reading very soon. But the changes that have occurred in 23, when you came out of Jupiter being in your 5th house, which is your house of true love, which I think was fuddling your brain, to tell you the truth, and making you far too romantic. When you came out of that and Jupiter moved into your 6th house in Taurus, which was your house of work to do every day, your work development, your making money, your organizational skills, your health, your life from day to day. You became much more of a thinking man or woman, and hence the walk of the temple path is going to be much, much more poignant now and more meaningful than it would have been had Jupiter been in Aries in your 5th house. So this year is a very different year to the years you've experienced before. The door you are going through, I'll talk about that in a minute when I get there, is going to be much more valuable. But we're on this journey at the moment towards the temple path. This card has come up in some readings and it's been towards an old lover, or it's been towards a new lover. But this is towards a massive, overwhelming change in habits, in an old way of thinking, letting the old go, making your personal new elevation in the spiritual world a priority in your personal life. And only people that will fit in with that plan, Sagittarius, will be worthy of your love. And I don't think you will give it to anyone who doesn't match that spiritual elevation you have reached. So call in your spirit ancestors, because they are there. Ask them to return to sender all those negative, evil vibes. But talk to spirit. Talk to your spirit ancestors. Talk to your angels in your new thinking way. Talk to your angels. Talk to your spirit ancestors and ask them to guide you. And they will guide you and take you from any deceit, any negativity, any evil people. They will push them all into your past. And only if someone levels up and becomes worthy of you will they be worthy of coming into your new world. Because what this, I've been waiting for Midsummer's Night and this summer eclipse, because it's dividing up the world into thinking people and people, awakened people, and think people that are asleep. The people that are asleep are gonna have the most drudgy, horrendous time. The people that are awakening, and most of you Saggis are, will have an absolutely amazing time, because your beliefs will take you into a new way of being. Instead of being all tied up in one person, one place, one way of thinking, you are now opening up to value, to nature, to people that matter. And if that person from your past wants to hold your hand and become an awakened person, that's fine. If they want to carry on sleeping, then they're going to lose you, or it's not going to be of any importance. But that love that was in your past is important. I want you to know that that love did love you back. It might have been deceitful, something bad might have happened, but the love is still there. Whether the love can come through is something we will be looking at. But you have been feeling stuck. You have been feeling all tied up in that old story. And it's made you feel sad, made you feel guilty, made you feel misunderstood. So focus on letting go of that. Focus on the healing that is taking place, the healing that is coming in, on the happiness, because unless we can heal there, talk to spirit, move through with our angels, reach that point of a different way of thinking, which I believe we are almost there on. Walk up those temple path steps. We're on the temple path at the moment towards the temple, but we have to go up those steps slowly on our journey. And when we get in the temple, we still have more of a journey till we reach the other side, till we reach the light. And then we can have a world of value, a time of beauty, a time of true happiness. Now, the moon at the moment, last night, the moon was in Cancer, linked with Mars, and it was a time for you thinking some angry thoughts, being a bit impulsive, and I sort of advised people to spend more time alone yesterday rather than say the wrong thing. But there's going to be a massive point in this solstice of people having to let go, and the ones that can't let go of what no longer serves them are going to really struggle in this new world. And here we got the world card, and we will be signing all sorts. I'm going to talk about those two cards in a minute. This is the world card. We're going into a new world with this light. It's going to take us into this new world for the next 6 months until we reach December the 21st. And the solstice is saying, let go, so you can go through to the garden and the gate of beauty. You can show nature that you care, show the birds, show the plants, show the bees that you care. Be at one with nature. Go out there, stretch your arms, stretch your body, feel the energy of the sun, of the air, of this summer solstice. And the choice is love or fear. And if you want to stay with fear and sadness and miserableness, stay there. But you're not going to, because you've become the thinking man or woman. And so that choice is very clear to you. Consciously, you're going to choose to let the energy move you forwards towards love in this new world, with or without that person, with or without those connections, with or without those people that you thought were your friends possibly, but have had evil or negative intentions towards you. So let's say to go to the door of value in this new world, which is going to be more money for you because Jupiter's in your 6th house, and we're all going to be signing new soul contracts. Some of those old soul contracts are now going to be finishing. This is that fine line. As I said, for these last few months, so much has been happening, and Saturn now being retrograde is forcing us to face up to our karmic lessons, and people that have been really bad, oh my God, they're really going to get it in the neck. And they're not going to have a chance to sign soul contracts with good people. They'll be signing them with their demonic sort of people from the past, and they'll be staying there or signing new contracts, which are really going to overhaul everything and keep them where they're meant to be. While the good people that are signing these new contracts are going to be shifting and transforming, moving into love, moving into trust with the universe. So let the universe, let the divine guide you. Choose the things that bring you joy in these 2 days, today and tomorrow. You know, sing, have a bath, relax. I have to work, but I love my work. Talk to a friend. Use this time to nurture yourself. The more you're able to feel the joy over simple things in your life, then the more your heart is going to grow and celebrate joy, and more joy is going to come to you. So keep doing what brings the light to you, what makes you feel lighter, what makes your body feel lighter. And tonight, as well as last night, your soul is going to be bathed in that starlight. It's like the plants are moving now. It's summer. The plants, you can't see my garden, but my lupins are blooming. My roses are starting to come through. The flowers will now bloom and blossom. They're at their flowery budding stage, and they're going to blossom. They've been sleeping, they've been healing, and now be feeding them well with Miracle Grow or whatever, water. They're eating well, and yourself, if you eat well, you feel the peace, and this beautiful inner stillness creates a sort of aura of power in you, Sagittarius, and it's going to start coming through because Jupiter is now in your 6th house, and we've got a man holding a coin there. So for man or woman, there's going to be more money coming in. I'm not saying masses, but a good amount of money that will make a difference to your everyday living. And that money will give us the spiritual tools to allow us to grow. So the divine stream will pour into your body tonight, as it did last night, and you'll recalibrate yourself for the next 6 months. So allow this to let you. It's going to be an important time for family. I think the daughter romance is going to start opening. Now, I've brought this up before, a new partner that's worthy of you, an old partner that shapes up and comes in with a different ethos, a different way of being. But a daughter romance is going to open. Let it open slowly. Let the door be opened at the other side and be pushed open to you. I really believe that, rather than you push it open and want it, because it's going to allow you to receive powerful messages from people that care, and it's going to push your life forwards and create the happy family that you want. It might be that the person you meet has already got children, you've got children, you all link up, have a happy family. It might be you're single and childless and the other person's single and childless and young, and you create your own happy family. But this 6 months now, I've said in my previous reading, Sagittarius, that number 4 was very important, which took us to September. September's going to be a very important month in these 6 months. But these 6 months, I think we're going to see a total shift in our lives, Saggies. I really hope so. So let in the new, that life force energy is going to push you forwards and give you inner guidance. And you can attune your energy and your vibration to nature, to life, to your love of life today. And so just allow the light in through your body, from your head to your toes. Go outside. I'm going to do it sitting in my chair now, but lift your arms up. Let the light come through your fingers. Put your hands on your head, on the top of your head. Let the light enter your scalp and let it move down your face, So your head, so you've got both hands going down the sides of your face, and you're touching your face, and it's going through into your eyes, it's going through your nose, up through your nostrils, around your chin area, into your mouth, touch your lips, your ears. The light's entering your body, and it's going all the way down your chest, down through your middle part of your body to your waist, to your hips, to your thighs, to your knees, to your legs, to your feet, to your ankles, to your heels, to your toes. And go outside and do that stretch, and you will find your recalibration is in place. So choose that joy. Choose that joy to raise your vibration. Your angels are guiding you towards your dreams, Sagittarius. So things might be difficult now, but stress will leave you in the next 6 months. Trust this journey that you're on. Miracles are going to pour in. So get ready for some lovely, pleasant surprises. And let's read a few more cards for you. My mini tarot, you know, is always my favourite, and I really get some very important messages with that. So basically, Spirit is saying, I want you to unpack your baggage, Sagittarius, to be who you are and to know you are never alone. The angels and Spirit are there with you. And this new moon we've just had was a very particular time of darkness. Of course, all new moons are, but this Gemini new moon was even more dark. It was very dark, and it made us question our very existence, our being here. It made us question why our manifestations weren't coming true or hadn't worked yet. And the new moon was saying that just rest it out. Just stop, let those dark thoughts make you question things, but don't let them make you become the essence of your life. And this summer solstice with the light is saying the new moon won't keep things like that for you. It's saying let go of all those things that aren't serving you, those things that were upsetting you, those dark things. So hold on to the things in life that are good. Let the things in life that are bad go, that create hardship in your thinking, in your way of being, and that influence your growth. Whether it's a job and it means you have less money for now, let it go if it's making you unhappy. If it's a person, a friend, a family member, let it go if it's making you unhappy. Only hold on to things that are bringing love and joy into your heart, and you will know very carefully and clearly what those things are. Those things of value are today. Can I have some cards for Sagittarius, please? On this summer solstice reading. Okay, justice, karma. It's bringing in Saturn. You know, a lot of people that have done you harm will feel the repercussions now, but there will be harmony after all that battle. Yeah. So you have been resting, rejuvenating, and Spirit has been listening to all those conversations that have been bad to you. And Saturn is going to kick asses. He went retrograde on June the 17th, and he will stay retrograde until November the 4th. So expect lots of karmic lessons. And we got the deceit card here. So someone was very deceitful, dishonest towards you, and they're going to be questioning their whole existence. So that's very important, Sagittarius. And it may be that they totally reawaken now. They awaken, not reawaken, they awaken. Or if they choose to stay asleep, let them stay asleep and Saturn kick asses. Because this is a time of transformation for you. You are transforming. And let's hope that they are transforming. They are fearing loss. They always have feared loss. They still fear loss. They have to lose that feeling to awaken. They have to not fear loss. They have to move forwards into a new world of betterment. That's your person I'm talking about. You no longer fear loss. You will let go, I think, of things that make you unhappy or that don't bring you joy or that are not serving you. Some more cards for Sagittarius, please. Summer solstice is the best night and time in the year for me. Next to Christmas Eve, it's my favourite day. But sometimes I celebrate it and really enjoy myself, and this time I wanted to be alone. I think a lot of people felt that need. I'm grateful for the people that connect with me, and I want only a few people to connect with me in my life now. I don't want loads of connections. I mean, obviously online, you spiritual world, you get loads of connections, but in my real world, I want only the people that bring the sunshine in to connect with me, and they will. You know that song, You Are My Sunshine? Well, that's exactly, you only want those people that are your sunshine. And there's so much triumph over adversity for you, Sagittarius, because you are a thinking person now. You have awakened. Those people that have hurt you, I've said it before, do require your forgiveness now. Let them go if you don't want them in your life, but give them your forgiveness so that your soul contract can end with them. If you don't forgive, that soul contract will stay in place and you will have a soul contract connection with them, which will bring you some sorrow also. Try to unblock your heart now, and you are at crossroads in your thinking. Absolutely, you are the thinking man, thinking woman, but you're at crossroads in your thinking of how to let go of the past. But if the past is not meant to go, it will come forwards to you in a different way, because no one can change fate. And being the thinking man or woman, you are like the Queen of Swords, a no-nonsense man or woman now. You don't take nonsense. You won't allow nonsense. You're not going to, you're at the crossroads, you're not going to take the path to nonsense. You're going to take the path to the temple. And the Ace of Swords is saying you'll cut through all that nonsense and you will move into new ventures that are very valuable to you, Sagittarius, in love or in work. Yeah, your person, the one that was dishonest or deceitful, is feeling pretty hopeless and in despair, and they're in a very difficult conflict, competition, sort of unpleasant sort of environment, while you're moving into an entrepreneurial world of value, of thinking, of worth. We all have the masculine, the divine masculine in us and the divine feminine, and so the King and Queen cards at the moment count for divine masculine, divine feminine, and how that dominates is pretty balanced in you at the moment, Sagittarius, whether you're male or female, and we need both. If you've lost someone into spirit that you loved, they want you to love again. That's the message I'm getting. So embrace this ending. This is a time of new beginnings, the new world. You're going into a new world, a complete new world. The old world is finishing. The new world is happening. It sort of happened with that Gemini new moon, that very dark, heavy moon. Some more cards for Sagittarius, please. Yes, here. Either you are feeling very let down and betrayed with your past, or that person is feeling very let down or betrayed by themselves. We keep getting some stuff about this person, but you are overcoming all the obstacles with that past relationship, Sagittarius. You are putting it in a box in the past. If it comes forwards, you want it in a completely different wrapping. Ace of Pentacles, you're going to get new business opportunities, more money coming your way, more things happening. Yeah, they're feeling very restricted, fear, afraid of letting go. They're in a completely different space to you. Completely different space to you. It's, as I said, we've got the asleep and the awakened. The collective is dividing. Block your heart, move into the awakened. Yeah, they're very bored as well, very bored. You are bored. You are bored as well. You want new action. And they're sitting in a situation, unhealthy relationships, overindulgence, maybe addictions, not good. They need to rest and recover as you have done. And they may start that resting and recovering now with the summer solstice, the light. If the light reaches them, they'll be able to rest and recover. This is about your long-term investment plans. You're going to do very well, Sagittarius, in the next 6 months. So use Jupiter in your 6th house in Taurus to the best advantage you can. Yeah, keep getting cards on them today. They're feeling very overtaxed. They've had sort of like a bit of a mental breakdown. But we need to leave that as it is behind us. Be aware of it, but unblock your heart there. Only want it if it refreshes and awakens and becomes part of the new world you want to go in. But forgive so you can leave all that heartbreak behind you, because it has affected you badly and left you being like the hanged man for a long time. You want to move into a world where there's sharing and giving, unique transfer of joy. And the stars, they're saying your manifestations will come true. You feel they're not, but they will. They will. Some more cards for, yeah, there will be celebrations, but this also means that you could have been part of a threesome relationship, but it also means that you're going to be celebrating something of worth. Oops, that old friend or lover card's popped up again. The moon, the Gemini new moon, very significant, as was your Sagittarius full moon. It set you up for prosperity and for stability. And you've got the 9 of Cups, which is all your wishes being fulfilled. So Sagittarius, this is a wonderful reading. And we have the Emperor here, ambition, authority, that's all yours. And the Hierophant pushing you with the right thoughts and connections and way of being. So I'm going to end this reading, Sagittarius. Let's just take one of my square cards. It's popped right up at me. And this is what we've been talking about, joy. The more joy you are open to receiving, the less you will need to have any boundaries at all. And the other one here is, I am sending new energy along the invisible strands that bond us all. That's talking about the soul contract. I've talked about this little red line that link you to people. Well, today you are sending new energy along the invisible strands that bond us all. So you're breaking the energy of that soul contract. And if they want a new soul contract with you, it's got to have a new energy associated with it. Sagittarius, I hope you're well. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day full of light, full of renewed energy. And I love reading for you. And please like, share and subscribe. And I hope this has resonated with some of you. Sending all my love, Higher Self Magic.